purpley purple today for the best possible reason. It is the Purpleversary. So it is purple, the DAO that supports Farcaster's anniversary today. 1 year ago today, they launched. We got C. Corella's post here, 364 days. This is from yesterday of purple. Last year on this day, we had 100-ish people in a Telegram, all of our parameters locked and loaded into Google Doc and tested on testnet. And we were just waiting for the contracts audit to complete. And today, we also have somebody bidding on a new purple token. Somebody by the name of, who is it? Adrian. Oh my God. Never thought I'd see the day. You're bidding on a purple token. It's amazing. Long time. The long time fans, the ones who've been around from the beginning, a month ago. Really amazing. We are, yep, we are rocking the purple today. I don't know if the very subtle shout out. I don't know if anyone will figure it out, but there's a subtle purple shout out here. We are loving the purple. Jumping in our chat to send some purple love. Very exciting. And there's lots going on. Yes, go ahead, Adrian. Yes, Adrian. Oh, they're not hearing you. Ooh, hold on. Say some words. Oh, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I know what's going on. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix it. I think, hopefully. Say hello to the folks. Oh, shoot, it's not working. Hold on. Hello, crowd. Hello, crowd. Come on, fix for me, fix for me. Hold on, hold on. Usually this works. Usually this is, oops, here we go. Maybe that's it. Hopefully we fix this. Um, one
Hi,
second. I think
GM
we've
every.
got it. Testing, testing. Yeah, she's back. She's back. I think she is here.
Oh, GM,
Can
GM.
take two. GM Farcaster. Take two. Adrian can now hopefully be heard. Say a little something to the crowd. Make sure
G,
they
G,
hear you.
GM friends. Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Thank you for the
Okay.
chat. Thank you for helping us out. Because, back in the olden days when we started this a little over a month ago, we wouldn't know until the end of the show that it wasn't working. And we wouldn't know how to fix it either. So we're celebrating Purple's Purpleversary, the Purple birthday today. And as I mentioned, which you may not have heard, um, Adrian is bidding on a purple token. So she is finally bidding on the Purple DAO token and very excited to see that. So what inspired this sudden shift in DAOs?
I I don't even know, but never underestimate how much Farcaster can like legit change you as a person. So I've
Mm,
said even, I was interested intellectually in DAOs, but just not enough to, if I'm going to do something, I go all in. I need to understand. I need to be a
I
good
get it.
citizen. Like, I don't want to just kind of jump into something. So I just said, look, I'm aligned to Purple's mission.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I can to proliferate Farcaster, but I didn't need to be official. I don't know what changed. It's a Purpleversary, and this is how you learn. I'm ready. I'm ready to take the next
It was
step.
so exciting. It was so exciting to
Yeah.
see. It was so surprising. And I was like, this is perfect. This is fantastic. So I'm really excited to see the new art. So let me show that. We showed this the other day. Oxen is creating some new art for Purple Season 2. And there is a poster that you can mint as well to celebrate the Purpleversary. So it is available for a free Zora Mint. Um, Grab that on Oxen's profile, or we'll be posting it in the show notes as well after the show. But I grabbed one. I was excited, and I'm excited to see the new art that's going to go live, I think, in 2 days because they just mistimed it just a smidge, but very close to the birthday, and I'm really excited. So this is, Nouns Builder is part of what I do. I'm the community manager for that, or community resident. And the only reason I knew about Farcaster was from Purple, because I was involved in Nouns Builder and doing some things over there. And I was like, what is this? What is this Purple DAO? What is this all about? And that's how I ended up on Farcaster. So Purple proliferating from day one, out there proliferating the meme. So very exciting. Happy birthday. We do want to say one more thing. Colin, we're Kojo, we're getting you, we're getting you. As of today, Purple members can visit a Charmverse page to learn all about why we're exploring a legal wrapper, and then watch the recording from our combo with the thriller and new additional docs. So there is a site, you can go check this out. This is the legal wrapper, making a little bit of a shift to set up a bit of a legal entity around the DAO, and they're looking at MyDAO, which is the Marshall Islands DAO, as one of those options, as well as looking at some other legal wrappers that are out there as well. So getting all fancy with the legal wrappers and everything. It's really exciting. Yeah, anything else you
I'll
want
do
to
a
say
quick
about
shout
Purple?
out. Well,
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
quick shout out in terms of the whole legal wrapper. So at FarCon, the
Yes,
Thriller did a talk on just legal entities and how that all works. I learned a ton. So if
yes,
you're
so good.
interested, definitely follow the Thriller, and that's his kind of expertise. He had a
And
lot to
Cameron's
say.
going to put those recordings up any minute now.
Cameron.
Cameron, just once again, just a little shout out to you. I am tagging him in this too. This is your shout out today. Cameron, recordings, please. Anyway, um, yeah, that was it. Farcon was amazing for learning all kinds of things, and that was a great talk with Adam Miller, the thriller, talking about different types of legal entities, in particular the Marshall Islands being one of those. So very exciting. Just checking our chat. Everybody's looking at MyDAO, yep, and Panama Foundation at Bankless Card. Oh, interesting. Um, yeah, the and Nouns is a Cayman Islands foundation, where Builder DAO is an UNA, which is an unincorporated nonprofit association, and that's a U.S. legal wrapper, or not a legal wrapper, but a legal entity. That one in particular is out of Wyoming, but there's a few other states that are incorporating that as well. So getting a little serious here on GM Farcaster. Starting with law this early in the morning seems a bit much, but we wanted to give the shout out and let everybody know to go check that out. The first LA meetup, ooh, where Brian got Dan to do some shots on stream. Of course he did. Uh, Speaking of LA meetups, hopefully there's another one next week, which would be exciting. Oh, Chris has jumped in our chat. Hey, Chris, shout out to Chris, the non-founder of founder of Purple. He does not like to be called founder, but you know, he was the one who pressed the start button. So we got to give a little shout out to Chris for his work there. And he has a new prop up to Builder DAO to do some work with founders of different DAOs. So if you are a member of Builder DAO, check that out. Okay, all we've done is talk about Purple. We're 10 minutes in. And that's appropriate. That's incredibly appropriate today. I am really excited. Starting a DAO is really hard. I don't think a lot of people realize, like, most of the DAOs that started a year ago are gone. That started on Nouns Builder a year ago. They are gone or very inactive. The fact that Purple is like probably more active than ever and sort of moving in these direction of being very sustainable in terms of like thinking ahead, thinking long term is really impressive, because it could have gone a whole different way. And I've seen it with many other DAOs, including one that I started. It didn't quite, it was never meant to be a big DAO. Just Flamingo was meant to be an experiment to like figure out how Nouns Builder works. But even that little thing takes work to keep things going. So, lots of kudos to Chris Corella. I know it hasn't always been a smooth road. And to everyone who kind of steps up in leadership. And Chris and I have talked about that, where it's like you really have to kind of wait until other people come in and want to jump in and really do some work. And sometimes you have to, fill the gaps until then. So very excited. So congrats to Purple and all the Purple people. Um, I'm gonna just read through these chats real quick. The little thing I built, yes. Oh, cool. Oh, there's a zine. Ooh, there's a purple zine in our chat. We will link this. We'll grab this link and put it in the show notes as well, because Chris has been creating things. Okay, that's amazing. Um, awesome. So, oh, one other thing. Speaking of purple, Bill Z did an interview with DWR with Dan the other day, and it's now available on Spotify, YouTube, etc. About DAO growth, not not DAO. Current priority, user onboarding, advice for Farcaster app developers and founders. Talked a little bit about spam and channel and AMAs. I know you were listening in on that on Monday, right? Anything that jumped out at you that you were excited to hear or anything interesting?
Just the emphasis on North Star metric being QDAU, quality DAO. So quality daily active users. How do you get people to be coming back um, daily, often multiple times a day, and um, and in, and increasing quality. So it's not just
Yeah.
the numbers, but quality. Great conversation yesterday of how do you measure
Mm.
QDAO.
How do you measure QDAO? That's a good question. I don't
Um,
know.
Dan had a great answer. It's up to him and Varun. They
Okay.
measure it.
It's
So
whatever
Dan,
we
I mean,
think it is.
shout out. I got shout out to Dan and his leadership for being able to come out, right, with such strength in a decentralized world to be like, I am in
I'm the
charge.
decider. I'm the
I am the
decider.
decider. And really
Yeah.
sticking with this, like leadership takes courage, and you're gonna get a lot of hate for that. But obviously, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm coming back every day and I believe in the vision and I'm still here. So
And I think we know when
y-
we see it, right? We know a quality cast when we see it. It's pretty easy. Or we definitely know a non-quality when we see it. That's a little easier. And I noticed Dan's prodding of one-word replies yesterday, which was pretty funny. Um, when PurpleCon, we have a request for PurpleCon. I believe that's called FarCon, but same thing, same exact thing. But yeah, we could do that. Speaking of some other new things happening, we have some new channels, a lot of new channels. And speaking of QDAO. I think the idea is that channels are the way to get to that quality daily active users. So we have some new channels: Party, Foundation, Rainbow, Rarible, Super Rare, DeFi, Uniswap. This is so many. Obsidian. I don't even know what that is. Trading, Paris, Aussie. By the way, I jumped in the Aussie one just because. Chicago, London, Berlin, Lisbon, Tokyo, engineering, mechanical keyboards, Mech KB, poetry, economics. I'm really dying to know who's hanging out there. Surfing, snow, MLB, CFB. I don't know what that is. Writers, creators, gardening. By the way, nouns is going to get confused with that one. RWA, crypto news, wellness, random, shower thoughts, green pill, gadgets, Abura, daily fantasy, and MMA. And I think Jack said it best. This is too much. It's so many channels. So I followed a couple, and I say the gardening ones. We just had a thing called the gardeners, which are going to be our new prop house voters. So that's why I said nouns is going to get a little confused. It's not for you all. It's just for actual gardening. So don't go in there all confused. It's actual
I was
gardening.
disappointed in the party channel because it's not
It's
about
not about
the
party.
parties I want to go to. Does anyone know? I did see someone get really excited about the Obsidian channel. So
I don't
anyone
know what that
can
is.
educate
Yeah,
us? Like, what's Obsidian? It's
I
definitely
have
something
a
someone knows.
A million
Um,
new channels, but no bankless channel. Sorry. Keep asking. Permissionless coming soon. I was impressed that Dan has a KPI formula for success of channels. Yeah. Yeah, he's taking community management seriously for real. Like they definitely are leading into that kind of aspect for sure. So for the channels for me, I'm trying to remember which ones I jumped in. My big ones were that I saw were that I was like, "Ooh, that looks cool," is Shower Thoughts Green Pill. Um, I think I did follow random just because I was curious. And the Aussies, just because I really, I love an Australian accent, and I'm hoping maybe in text it'll show. I don't think that's a thing, but we'll give it a shot. Um, I just like the Aussies, so I figured I'd hang out there a little bit, see what they're up to. What anything else jump out at you in terms of the new channels?
What is green pill?
Mm-mm. So green pill is a concept around uh, doing good in crypto. And there's a whole bunch of different chapters of Green Pill. It was, I believe, Owaki who from Gitcoin Grants was, I think he coined that, and I think that's all him. I don't want to credit just him, just in case it was collective, but I'm pretty sure it's just him. And he has a podcast that goes along with that. So really about
Okay.
how crypto can change the world, essentially, is Green Pill. So if Milwaukee's hanging out in there, that would be really interesting. He's a very interesting dude, for sure. Obsidian is a note-taking
No.
tool. Okay, well, thank you, Chris. Off-chain gardening channel. Yeah. Um, I'm curious to see what happens, like if we get some cool photos in the gardening channel. We might from people's gardens. I've been using Obsidian as my only note-taking tool since 2020. Really? Okay, that's interesting. Um, yeah, I know. My note-taking tool, Ivy, is usually a pen and paper. As well. No, not always though. I put a lot of notes in my just like my reminders and things like that, and the note thing in. I actually will write sometimes. I'll write whole things in my notes app often just to see. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time, and it's messing me up because usually we start at the half hour. So I keep looking, and I'm like, I don't know how much time we have because I forget what's ending. We have 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
This is the race. We'll never get to it all, but that's okay. So we talked about channels. We talked about Unblock Monday. I thought this was really cool. Uh, Again, Dan kind of leaning into the founders channel and doing some really cool stuff there. Unblock Monday, describe a problem you're stuck with in a cast, and I'll give you a cast length suggestion and may link to something else. Like everything in this channel, people should feel free to jump in. Ask us anything, not just AMA. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then also another thing that he was doing in the dev channel is if you're actively working on an open source Farcaster app, I'm happy to spend 10 minutes using it, 10 minutes thinking about high impact UX suggestions, and 5 minutes doing a video walkthrough with my feedback. That is huge. So if you're building anything on Farcaster, like take advantage of that opportunity to get Dan's feedback because that's a huge get right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Any notes on any of that? My goodness, so many things. So many things. Okay, what else did I have here? We have Dan's talking about your stated versus revealed preference in regard to video. Um, so they're working through it, but I think this was interesting. It's a lot of work to get right. Classic 95% straightforward to add, and then the last 5% is another 90% work plus ongoing maintenance. So I thought that was interesting. I know that that's something I felt is missing, but then again, I don't really miss it, which is weird. So it's like I'm so used to seeing videos on all my other social media, just integrated right in there, and I really missed it at first, and then I've kind of gotten used to it, where I'm like, okay, maybe this is the platform. I don't really need video. I don't know.
If you're right, just shout out to people who are saying need video, need video, need video. Best way
Yeah,
to get that moved up on a roadmap is start posting lots of links to video.
yep,
Um, Dan has no problem setting people off the platform, unlike our ex friends who want to, build everything so you never leave. So
yeah.
send us off the platform, post the videos. The more people are linking to videos, the more likely that'll get moved up in the
I
roadmap.
think that is a great suggestion. And also jump on these when he's talking about it, jump in those threads and make sure you're sharing, your thoughts on that because if you really want video integrated and it's really important, share why. Share why and say why it is. We are at the end here. um I did want to talk about tonight. You have a Farcast Her midweek meetup, and 13 of us have registered. I'm really excited. It's to make sure we follow each other, engage, and do a virtual meetup to get to know each other. I'm excited. There's going to be a 10-minute guided meditation by ep16, talking about Farcaster growth hacking and making friends and networking. So this is really, really fun. I'm excited.
We
Um,
have like 20 people registered now.
20 now? Wow.
And then
That's
3
amazing.
more, yeah, and then 3 guest speakers as well to do quick little chats. So the
Amazing.
take it from online into your Zooms, into your G Meets, into meetups. It is what makes Farcaster special.
Amazing. And that was another thing we were talking about is that you've got some folks coming to they just hung out in LA talking about nothing but good vibes, positivity, great food. First time linking with somebody from Warpcast. This was Giuseppe. Love this community. Like the meetups, whether they happen IRL or online, are amazing because then you really get to know people better. It connects you more with the community, and that virtuous flywheel starts flying. Um, checking in the chat. You guys have been so active today. I love it. Um, just want to make sure I hit everything. Better too much content than too little. That's for sure. We always have way too much. Like I've got probably 6 more links that we're going to drop in the show notes. In our show notes, we always put anything we talked about at the top, and then anything we didn't get to but we thought was interesting and we had pulled over the past couple days will be in the next section. So you can always go back and see some of these casts that we chatted about. When they go permissionless on channels, it'll be bigger problem than it is now for sure. Um, but also I feel like, right now the channels are, really curated well. So it's going to be interesting to see that permissionlessness and see what happens there. But then Monkey D Links can get his bankless channel for sure. So it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. If it doesn't happen before then, it'll happen with permissionless. And Adrian, that is it. We are running a smidge over time. Happy Purple Versary. Anything else to add?
Happy Purpleversary.
Happy Purple Versary. And
That's
nobody
it.
bid against Adrian. I'd really like her to get the token. Don't go bidding. Don't go bidding on that token. We'd like her to be in purple. So it's
Keep it
over.
low.
The
Keep it
auction is
quiet.
over. The auction's over. No need to go check that. And you all have a fabulous day. GM Farcaster. Bye bye.